I want to wade into the discussion about the leaked footage because I find it incredibly intriguing. I do have thoughts on it. First and foremost, everything I say from this point on forward is my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a legal expert, so any legal stuff, we'll refer that to the experts. That's my disclaimer. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not, I'm just an opinion on the internet. But the person who streamed it, and this goes for anybody who does this type of thing. The people who leak footage, whether it's for video games, films, TV shows, things of that nature, are the lowliest scum of the universe. I have no sympathy for them at all. They deserve every legal repercussion that comes their way. There is no legitimate way that someone could think that they could somehow finagle a copy from a local Walmart off of a minimum wage employee. He probably doesn't give a crap about something being sold early. Who knows what kind of mistake was made if the case was left open. You never know. Like there are a million things that could have happened along the way, but there is no way someone who's streaming, who's whether or not it's their current job or their aiming to make it their job as a content creator or streamer, the last thing you want to do is ruin your reputation with all of these companies that make the games that you want to make your career around. You just lost all credibility for anyone ever wanting to work with you ever, period, by doing that. So from the purpose of the person who leaked the footage, anybody who leaks footage like this, I remember a couple years back when Skull and Bones, I almost said Black Sails because I was thinking Pirates. When Skull and Bones had some leaked beta footage, it got taken down really quick, and the people who leaked it, if you're in something and it's supposed to be closed and you've signed an NDA and all this other stuff, like there needs to be legal repercussions for that. As someone who has created a variety of different IPs, both for myself and for other clients over the years, I take copyright infringement extremely seriously, and I think that people do have the right to protect their IPs and their copyrights and release those things in the way that they see fit. And I think it's absolutely scummy that people continue to do this, and especially for a shot at a fame. But on the flip side of that is the fact that there were 1,000 people watching that live stream by the time it hit 4 hours before it got hit with the copyright takedown. 1,000 people who also don't give a shit about anything, apparently. Now, granted, in the scope of things, for a game that's going to be played by millions, I don't think that 1,000 people is that big of a deal. It's a drop in the bucket. But it's also, I'm glad I'm not one of those 1,000 people. I have no problem waiting. I don't want things spoiled for me. It's the same thing for me for films and TV shows. If a spoiler leaks online, I never, ever, ever look at things. And for a lot of films, if it's something I really want to just experience in the theater, I just won't watch trailers. And as long as there's no water cooler discussions happening around the social media platforms that I'm on or the groups that I'm in, then I'm generally free and clear to see things in an unspoiled format. It's like when, plot details about Star Wars films or Star Trek films or whatever have leaked over the years. I'm just like, nope, don't want to see it. Leave it. I don't want to see it. Just blank wall, blinders on. I'll ignore that and move on to other things because I don't want things to be spoiled. With a game like Dragon's Dogma 2, where we're anticipating, I'm sure people are going to be getting playthroughs that equal into the hundreds of hours. And I think that in the case of people who really want to play games for the purpose of enjoyment, there is this desire to see things from their own immersive perspective. They don't want things spoiled. But I understand why people spoil things, or why some people are drawn to watching spoiled things, because we live in an age, especially if you're trying to make it on YouTube or Twitch, if you're trying to make it, and you're trying to boost your numbers, then having some sort of an advantage over other people is a thing that a lot of people are willing to take to extremes, like data mining and watching leaked footage, like what just came out, so they can already plan out the first 4 hours of the game and take that video footage and cut it into things and prep it into videos that they'll drop when the embargo's down. And there are lots of scummy ways that people use leaks and leaked footage to try to win on social media. It's unfortunate, but it is a reality of the times that we live in, I suppose. But for the person who leaked the footage, I'm very glad that it was taken down. Hopefully, it won't happen again. Hopefully, there are I know the person was like, I've got a receipt. I bought it at Walmart. I've got proof. I didn't do anything illegal. And they used a VPN to try to, try to mask everything. And I mean, it remains to be seen. I know there have been some cases where companies have successfully taken content creators to court over things like this, and I have no idea if it's going to get to that point or not. Um, but situations like this should be taken seriously, and I think that the individual in question deserves every legal repercussion for what they did. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. To the 1,000 people who watched, do better. Seriously. You don't need to be watching footage of that shit. Like, just wait until the game's out. Pick your favorite streamer. Pick your favorite content creator. It doesn't have to be me. It could be Carnage. You could be watching Wolfheart FPS. All of these great content creators out there who are going to be playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Support legitimate people who are doing things by the book. There are those of us out there who have been doing this a long time. I spent about 8 years doing influencing in content creation, more than 10 years if we really get technical about it, in the travel industry before I moved over into the game industry, and then eventually moved into doing this for myself as a content creator and streamer. And, building a reputation for yourself so that, you can work with the companies who make the games that you love is extremely important for those of us who are networking and building and doing this for a living. And so hats off to all of the other content creators out there who are doing this legitimately and not ruin it for others and going through the right channels. And there's nothing wrong with, if you're going to pursue early access copies and preview copies, that's awesome, but don't do anything unless you've got permission to be doing things early. The March 22nd date has been plastered over everything for months and months and months and months. There's absolutely no way. Sorry, there's not. There's no way that someone would be able to say like, "Oh, I just didn't know." If you had any interest in the game at all, you would know. I mean, it's on their website. I'm literally on the Dragon's Dogma 2 website, and it says available March 22nd, 2024. The terms of service you sign, like all of those things are there. This is turning into me ranting about content creation and things as opposed to Dragon's Dogma 2. Anyway, I just wanted to address the leak and say, it sucks that it happened. Hopefully it won't happen again. And those of you out there who are waiting for this, just be patient. Some people will be doing early access copies. I'm sure there's probably going to be some stuff that comes out in the days before the launch. A lot of us are just waiting. I personally am waiting. I did not pursue any sort of review copies or anything like that. I paid for it myself on the PS5, so I will be playing as soon as I can on March 22nd. So like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. I'm going to continue to release news related to Dragon's Dogma 2 every single day, at least once or twice a day leading up to the launch, and we will be doing a full playthrough on a live stream and Let's Play series between here and Twitch because I multi-stream every single day. I'm going to be playing it on the PS5, so I was tempted to do it on the Series X, but ultimately I made the decision to do it on the PS5. I can't wait. Super stoked. Magic Archer all the way, baby. It's got to be good. There's lots of playlists. Check them all out. There's a Discord. There's a Patreon. I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.